Hello, and welcome to another episode of Spooky Reviews from Spooky Ventures. My name is Gary Hill, and I'm both your host and reviewer. This is our 184th episode, and I'm going to be looking at the DVD release of an anthology film called Phil Herman's Unearthed. Now, I said that this is an anthology film. It's made up of 4 stories. It's all bound together by a man reading the tales from a book. Now, I should mention the guy is rather creepy. And the book came from a grave in a supernatural sort of scene at the beginning. So that all plays into the horror angle of things. The first story is The Ties That Bind. It's really not a horror story, but rather more of a cop drama. The thing is, the story is so cool. It's packed full of layer upon layer and twist after twist. And it does center around murders, so that lends some terror to it and some horror to it, as does one scene very late. I will not spoil the story because part of the charm comes from not knowing what's going to happen. It's like Psycho in that way because you can only ever see it for the first time once. The second story is more pure horror. It centers around UFO abduction and both its aftermath and greater implications. It's dark, it's chilling, it's very creepy. Again, I'm not going to give away anything, but let's just say that this covers some new ground from such tales. Now, the third story is in Spanish with English subtitles. It is a demonic possession tale. There are definitely parts of it that feel a little like The Exorcist to me, but that kind of goes with the territory of demonic possession. Again, it's got some very chilling moments, and I'm not going to say much more to avoid spoiling it. The final story focuses on a manhunt for a serial killer. I should mention that this is the one of the set that has nudity, and actually quite a bit of it. It feels a bit gratuitous, but you might disagree. As to the story, we get a couple cops who are closing in, and a number of other plots. This is a story that definitely doesn't go where I expected, and where things are not exactly what they seem to be. All in all, it's another effective chapter of this anthology. There are several bonus features on the disc. 2 of those are outtakes from a couple of the segments. The other is behind-the-scenes material from the possession story. While those have their merits, the main film is the real selling point here, and I think it works well. That said, the sound is a little uneven on the movie. I'm sure that's part of the whole indie nature and the way it pulls together separate material from different directors and productions. Just be prepared to have your remote ready to adjust the volume. The movie is worth the trouble as far as I'm concerned. Spooky Ventures is the home for spooky content and spooky merchandise on the web. Check it out today at spookyventures.com. And remember, always keep it spooky.